All right, so I got loaned this pretty old book to read about losing body fat, and I'm finding it really interesting because the way that they thought of things is completely wrong for what we now know. And some of it's truthful in here. They got a lot of things right. But one of the things that they have on here is a list of foods that should be avoided like the plague. So I'm going to read them out to you and you tell me what you think. First, we have any flour products, so breads, rolls, biscuits, pancakes, etc. Cookies, all that. Then pastries and sweets, so candy, ice cream, pies, so on and so forth. Third is carbonated drinks of all kinds. So diet colas are included. Beer and sweet wines are especially fattening, it says. And it says spices and peppery foods, so chili, tamales, anything like that. Fruits and fruit juices are supposed to be avoided as well. Vegetables, they have too much of a carbohydrate content. Nuts of all kinds. And then it says any snack foods, any hydrogenated fats in any form, so large shortenings or margarines, and then finally highly processed foods. Crazy list, I'm gonna be honest. If you have done any type of weight loss before, I can guarantee you've probably had something on that list and you've still lost weight. So just be aware that even some resources, again, this is an older resource, but even some resources that you see online aren't entirely truthful. It is very important to understand where you get your information from, because if I only followed what was in that book, I would have a hard time sticking to my diet and therefore losing weight. And not only that, but it's kind of counterintuitive to the things that they talk about in the book. They talk about having a higher fat content, which nuts would have. So it's very interesting. On top of that, a lot of vegetables are going to be higher in fiber and lower in carbohydrates. So I really don't get that one either. Again, fruits are going to be very filling. Diet sodas aren't fattening. Like, the list goes on and on. Regardless, if you want some tips on actually how to lose weight, message me, drop a comment, let me know, and I can make a video about it.